About loud headlines like "the Russian army is retreating from Bakhmut," no, it is not. The situation is indeed very dynamic, which was the result of titanic efforts by the Ukrainian side, and there are successes. Even right now, but it is still very, very early to talk about Russian troops fleeing. Some things require silence. But in the present conditions, it is simply impossible to maintain it for any length of time. The situation in Bakhmut is invariably very grave, but at the moment, the defense forces have been able to implement a series of successful counterattacks, which allowed to regain control of the positions to the southwest and northwest of the city. But it is still too early to talk about some kind of turning point. The current successes are the result of heavy fighting and deliberate counterattacks. In fact, now we can talk about expanding the security buffer for the 0506 artery, as well as the return of defense forces to the left bank of the canal, with control of the corresponding positions. This makes it possible not only to increase the security of logistics from Chasov Yar, but also to create similar precedents for Route 0504 as well. The Russian occupants are now going through a phase of epiphany, because they have lost a number of forward positions due to the absence of ATGMs on them. In fact, there was not even a trivial RPG-7 to offer resistance to Ukrainian infantry fighting vehicles. All in all, nothing surprising. Just a few months ago Russian troops began to receive old Soviet Concourse ATGMs from the 1970s. This is an unstable and often defective model. Obviously, the appearance of this junk in the combat zone was not from a good life. If the Russian troops have no problems with anti-tank guided missiles, then where are the Russian cornets, or at least the Soviet faggots? Have they run out in a year of full-scale war, and the Russian military-industrial complex cannot replenish the required number of these complexes in time? Everything is going according to plan. Well, there's more to come. There are tens of thousands of PTRD-41s in oil in warehouses and storage centers all over Russia. They wanted to repeat the success of their ancestors. There is an opportunity to use the PTRD against the Leopard 2. Against the background of the propagandists' pleasing to the ear hysteria, one thing should be fixed, for the time being just fixed. The bunker ruler has announced a call for reservists for military training, but this year the atmosphere for it is very different. The enemy needs to replenish the occupation contingent, but covert mobilization does not ensure the result. The plan to recruit 400,000 individuals for the contract is not fulfilled from the word at all. In the autumn they will start a huge problem with the personnel. There are two options left: a new public wave of mobilization and a combination of different surrogates, when the enlisted men are given a deferment with the prospect of being sent to Ukraine for further slaughter. The levy is one such surrogate. It is not necessarily that reservists will be sent to the front immediately, they will come for them a little later. Against the background of the decision on the training camps, the question of where the professional army and the partially mobilized troops have gone has been raised with renewed vigor. What are the real losses of the Russian troops? Many thousands of those previously mobilized, who thought that nothing would happen to them, have already died or been crippled. It is time for the reservists to choose their future too.